This is our public observatory at the Telus World of Science, Edmonton. It's jointly operated by individuals like myself from the Telus World of Science, Edmonton, and also the Royal Astronomical Society of Canada. Their members come out here, help us operate the telescopes. This observatory is open free of charge to the public. So even if you don't go into our main building, you can always come out here and view things in the nighttime or daytime sky through any of the telescopes that you can see.
You say view things, like what?
Well, right now I'm looking at the planet Venus. Venus is up in our daytime sky, and our telescopes can actually show you planets and even bright stars in the daytime sky. And one of the main focuses of observing in the daytime is the sun. So we can show people solar flares, prominences, sunspots, and all the activity that's going on in the sun. So it's a great place to be to see things like that. And of course, there's other things. At night, we can look at the moon, Jupiter through telescopes. This year, Mars is going to be a highlight through our telescopes. People can come and see these things live out here at our observatory.
So for 30 years, you've been doing this. What still gets you juiced about it?
Well, what I love about being and working at the observatory is just the, seeing the first-time visitors. I've never looked through a telescope before, see the rings of Saturn for the very first time, or the craters on the moon. It's always just great seeing their jaws drop open and they go, wow, that's incredible. It's an experience that, what really gets me going all the time is when you get those wow factors with the public. People that have never had the experience before, they may not have had money to buy a telescope. Maybe they didn't have even a thought of actually wanting to learn more about astronomy. But when they come out here and they look through a telescope for the very first time and they see the wonders of the universe, it's just an incredible thing. Just seeing them, being enlightened and being energized and excited about astronomy and space sciences.
You've got a big renovation taking place here. Will this be a part of that?
Well, this is going to be part of it. We're going to try to see how we can integrate our observatory and get images of the sun or planets or whatever we're looking at into our building too. So for special astronomical events, we can pipe any of the images basically into our building and also online. We want to make sure we have a web presence as well.
Now, this renovation is a big deal here. $40 million, more than a year. What do you think about this?
Well, I've seen changes over time, but this is one of the biggest changes we're going to have in our basically 30-some-odd year history. I've seen changes like where we added on little things, but this is much, much bigger, and it's also a renovation of some of the spaces that are kind of dear to my heart, like our planetarium. The planetarium itself really hasn't changed too much since day one, since 1984. We've changed some of the local technology in there, but right now we're looking at just spectacular equipment that we can put into the dome to really create an immersive visual experience for our customers, our patrons, people who want to learn more about the night sky or the human body. We can take people anywhere in the known universe through this new digital technology and very bright, sharp images. So it's a way to really immerse people in the science that we're talking about.
Thanks for telling us about it, Frank.
Well, thanks, Adrian, very much for being here today. And yeah, come on out to our observatory. It's a great place to be.
That's Frank Florian here at the Telus World of Science in our Edmonton.